sun. Carried stories no one ever runs from. This ain't just strength, it's legacy built on every black woman who came before me. I rise with the weight of the world on my chest, still serve grace with no time to rest. They don't see the scars behind my smile, but I've been a queen every damn mile. They question my magic, try to dim my light, but I bloom in darkness, I was born from fight. Ain't made of glass, I'm roots and stones, divine by design, a force unknown. I'm a warrior in my skin and bones, black girl thunder standing all alone, carved by trials, raised by truth, soul on fire still holding youth. They can't break what I've become. I am struggle, I am song, I am someone. In this melanin, power is grown. Yeah, I'm a warrior in my skin and bone. Every no I turn to fuel, every door slam taught me a new rule. I carry grandmama's prayers in my veins, and I dance through heartbreak, through pain. Not your mule, not your shame. I write my story, I reclaim my name. From the boardroom to the corner store, every version of me divine to the core. They try to erase me, try to replace me, but my truth too wild, can't fake me. Hair like crowns, hips like drums. I come from kings, from warriors, from sons. I'm a warrior in my skin and bones, built from centuries of hope and moans. Loud in love, fierce in grace, wearing every bruise like lace. Don't need your seat, I made my throne. Black woman rising, fully grown. Strength ain't borrowed, it's my own. Yes, I'm a warrior in my skin and bones. Hey, I've been the storm and the shelter too. Still here, still standing, still miss, still you. Oh, still you, still you. Still you, still you. Oh, oh. I've walked through fire just to feel the sun. Carried stories no one ever runs from. This ain't just strength, it's legacy built on every black woman who came before me. I rise with the weight of the world on my chest, still serve grace with no time to rest. They don't see the scars behind my smile, but I've been a queen every damn mile. They question my magic, try to dim my light, but I bloom in darkness, I was born from fight. Ain't made of glass, I'm roots and stones, divine by design, a force unknown. I'm a warrior in my skin and bones, black girl thunder standing all alone, carved by trials.
Thank you for joining us tonight. This is the first episode of the Seven Storms, and I'm really excited. This is our second go around. The first time was for Fire Unfinished, which went really well. And so I'm going to encourage you to communicate with me, and I will respond to your comments while you're watching. And I just usually don't say a lot in the beginning because I like to just get right to it. So enjoy. Hope you enjoy.
The night will never set you free. I came from the void, no light in my lane. Turned every struggle to fire my brain. Voices in my head said I'll never be the same, but I rose from the dirt, now they all know my name. Running through the storm with the weight on my back. Every step I take is a counterattack. No chains on my wrist, only scars that I own. I built an empire from the pain I was shown. She sings I'm broken, I'm falling, but I rise from the ashes, no warning. She sings I'm fading, I'm calling, but the fire in my chest keeps roaring. Enemies talk, but they whisper in fear. I spit thunder and I make it clear. Came from the bottom, no crown, no throne, but I fight like a king in a war of my own. Blood in my veins like gasoline. Every word I drop cut sharp and mean. I'm a shadow in the night.
She rose before the sun, when the sky was still heavy with that pre-dawn blue that made every shadow feel alive. She saddled her mare without a word, the leather creak sounding louder than the crickets. Her breath hung in the air for just a second before the wind took it. She dismounted and stood near the edge, staring out over miles of wild country, land that reminded her of Texas before the war, untamed, sunlit, scarred. Mexico was her home now. The land had given her a place to rest, to mend, to turn grief into something sharp enough to use. Her home sat not far from the Black Seminole communities of Coahuila, people who had fled the whip and the chain, and who, like her, found refuge in the canyon hills and sunburnt soil. Among them, she learned to fight with precision, to vanish into shadow, to speak only when her words would land like stone. She removed her hat, letting the dawn lay gold over her wild free hair and her dark skin. She let herself remember. The wind carried it in first, soft, steady, almost too faint to catch. Her father's voice in twee, rolling low like a prayer.
I will always remember who I am. I am Zola, and I am not afraid.
Look at me and listen to me, girl. We leave tonight. The overseer got his eyes on you. Me and Mama are not going to let them get you. Are you ready, Zola? We have to be careful, child. You ready, my little warrior? Hush now. Come, you follow me. Be still now.
For 2 nights they moved north, hiding by day in thickets so dense the sky all but disappeared. On the second night they waded a shallow river, the cold biting so deep Zola clenched her teeth to keep from crying out. Near dawn, they reached a stream hidden behind trees, where Kwashi knelt to drink and beckoned her to join him.
We go north first, places where free black folks live. Then, maybe boat. I take you home. Ghana, my home, our home.
Zola, you something special, child. We ain't from here now. We ain't like these folks. My mama and a mama for her. They were strong women. You strong too, Zola. Don't never let it slip your mind, child. Your papa and me, we see it in you. That's why we got to get you away from this place, from these wicked people.
Their smiles hadn't faded when Kwashi stilled, his head tilting slightly. Zola noticed it, the way his whole body went quiet before she even heard anything. It was faint at first, but growing clearer, barking, low, guttural, eager. Dogs. Kwashi rose in one fluid motion, scanning the edges of the trees. His voice dropped to something urgent but calm.
Zola, Kofan Suomu, go through the water, hide your scent, cross far, hide behind the big rocks, stay low, wait.
We got you and your woman. What did you do with the girl? We gonna find her and then we'll show you what happens to niggers that run.
Meba wanhunu noda, you fool. Meba bio mefawo.
What the hell's that nigga saying? We'll beat it out of him? Then he'll talk like a nigga boy should talk.
What happened next unfolded fast. Too fast for Zola's mind to keep up. Amara twisted in her captor's grip and drove a sharpened bone into his thigh. He howled, releasing her. Another man stepped in close to Kwashi, and Kwashi struck, open-handed, hard enough to knock the gun from his grip. Kwashi snatched it from the dirt and fired.
Mekunu ne Kwashi okofo. Menso, medinde amara, ne ohema. Wote meso, yerenka biribi kora. Zola, tenaho, yidowo. Do you hear me? We will tell you nothing. Zola, stay where you are. We love you. We will die today, but we will be with you. Always.
Wobevu nese okomfo a oni akokoduru. Wobevu, meye obarima. Meba oba be oman free. Monsarenka noda. Zola, ye free. Timi, Zola, ye free. Nisom kora. Like a coward, you will die today. You will die. I am a man. My daughter will be free. You can never have her. Zola, be free. Hear me, Zola. Be free. Never surrender.
Amara caught his eye. She didn't speak. She didn't need to. The nod she gave him was steady, final. Her face softened with something fierce. Love sharpened into resolve. Kwashi's reply was the same, a nod like a promise kept.
Awoye okofo, kaisa, yedowo. Zola, you are a warrior. Remember that. We love you.
Then, without hesitation, he turned it on himself. The gunshot cracked through the night, and for a moment, even the dogs went silent. Kwashi had seen too many women dragged back, broken in body and spirit, forced into things too cruel to name. He would not let that fate claim Amara. She was not Martha, as the master called her. She was Amara, his beautiful and strong Amara. He protected her the only way he could. And he would not let the overseer's dogs find Zola, cowering in the shadows, her young life still untouched by the lash. Kwashi made the only choice left. With one shot, he gave Amara peace before they could defile her. With the next, he took himself, denying them the satisfaction of owning his body or soul. The silence that followed was his final act of defiance. It bought Zola her chance. It gave her a path her parents would never walk, but had purchased with their blood, the path to freedom. Zola hid until their voices faded. She knelt beside her parents, her fingers trembling as she touched Amara's face. Her father's last words burned in her ears. Zola, Wakofo, Kaisa, Yidawo. Zola, you are a warrior. Remember that. We love you. She closed her eyes and stood. Her legs carried her into the trees, one step, then another, toward freedom, toward the life they'd bought her with their last breath. She swung into the saddle with a practiced ease, her boots finding the stirrups as the leather creaked under her weight. Her hair caught the wind, whipping lightly against her shoulders. It is a beautiful morning, and for Zola, it's good to be alive.
Just to feel the sun, carried stories no one ever runs from. This ain't just strength, it's legacy built on every black woman who came before me. I rise with the weight of the world on my chest, still serve grace with no time to rest. They don't see the scars behind my smile, but I've been a queen every damn mile. They question my magic, try to dim my light, but I bloom in darkness, I was born from fight. Ain't made of glass, I'm roots and stones, divine by design, a force unknown. I'm a warrior in my skin and bones, black girl thunder standing all alone, carved by trials, raised by truth, soul on fire still holding youth. They can't break what I've become. I am struggle, I am song, I am someone. In this melanin, power is grown.
was midday in the borderlands of Coahuila. The market square buzzed with travelers, traders, and trouble. Voices overlapped, a price barked in Spanish, a lullaby to a baby, a gruff laugh from a man with a cigarette. Goats bleated behind the cantina, a guitar strummed low in the shade. Then she saw it.
Now, what do we have here? Are you supposed to be out on these streets with good white folks? Roscoe, I think she wants to have some fun with us good old boys.
Well, look at her there. Bold as brass, ain't you? Ain't afeard of nothing, are you? Been a spell since I laid eyes on an Injun gal. You ain't half bad, if I do say so. Come on now, girl. We got something waiting for you.
What's the matter, gal? Tongue-tied? You dumb or just reckon you're too high and mighty for the likes of us? Cat got your tongue, huh? Or maybe you're just too proud to open your mouth around decent white men?
Thanks, but I had him. I don't think anyone would care, but someone might need to know these three fools are taking up space on the street.
Well, why don't you tell the sheriff and let me know how that works out for you?
Wait, I don't have anywhere to be. Want some company?
Indigenous people, shine your light, we are equal. I remember the days when our prayers were illegal. I remember the days when being Indian was lethal. Yeah, we had a rough past, but get ready for the sequel. Get ready for the glorious comeback of our people. Oh, yeah. Rise up, all you warriors of love, all you answers to the prayers of our ancestors from above. I can feel it in my heart. Can you feel it in your blood? I can hear the seventh fire calling us to wake up, wake up. All nations rise.
Thanks for your help with those damn fools. What's your name anyway? I'm Tala. I know I invited myself, but it would be nice to know where we're going.
I know you did. I just didn't have anything better to do at the time. We are going to a compound. It's not far, a few more miles. A safe place to get food and rest a bit.
You know I'd look over this land. It's ours, you know. My people, it's all ours, and those thieves want to take it all. But my people, they fight. I fight.
You definitely fight. But you're right about those thieves. Well, they're pretty damn good at taking shit. Waya kono fukesipa. Bulbayan asasi so. Wufayan nipadua neyan asasi. Nanso wantumian fayan honhom.
That does not sound like my language. If you don't mind, what does that mean?
They are cowards of the worst kind. They came to our land, stole our bodies from our country, but they could not take our spirit.
My father would say, the white man will come smiling, but his smile hides hunger. He will want what is not his, the land, your freedom, even your silence.
Weya ate, wish zinigidi naishi, ta ajiwi gitigi hone, sh'eido bitsonia nasha, ta ajiwi nitsad las.
Tell me about that compound. Do you live there?
You can say that. It's where I go to rest. You know, before I kick the asses of those thieves you dislike so much.
Interesting. Sounds like fun. Besides, I have some unfinished business with those bastards. Mind if I tag along?
Always room for one more. We better head out, if we're going to get to the compound before dawn.
Oh, shine your light, we are equal. I remember the days when our prayers were illegal. I remember the days when being Indian was lethal. Yeah, we had a rough past, but get ready for the sequel. Get ready for the glorious comeback of our people. Oh, yeah.
I see the future's looking bright. I see the fire in our eyes. So we'll rise up to the call of revolution. We will rise up. It is time to break these chains, and we will rise up to our hopes and dreams. Rise up till we all are free. Rise up, Lord, hear our plea. Rise up, we will rise. We're marching on, we're standing proud. Drown out the hate, we will sing it loud. So we'll rise up to the call of revolution. We will rise up. It is time to break these chains, and we will rise up to our hopes and dreams. Rise up till we
This is Tala Wildhorse. Ran into trouble with some men today. You know how that is. She handled it.
Well, damn, so you handled it. Shame I missed it.
You're right, Savannah. We don't ever be around for the real fun. This scouting shit is for the birds. Zola, you need to find someone else to do that shit.
This is Isabella. She don't talk much. She's not the friendly type, so don't take it personal if she just stares at you. She can't help it.
Shut up, Savannah. You always got something say. Just shut your big mouth.
Shut me up, Isabella. If you're so bad, Mexican girl. Shut me up. Zola, you better get this girl before we find out if she's bad enough to shut me up.
I'm not your girl, Savannah. He can shut you up.
Both of y'all be quiet. We got stuff to talk about.
You better be glad we got stuff to do. Zola saved your ass. Lisette Boudreau was only 18, born in the shadow of the cane fields in East Louisiana, a place where the wind didn't just carry dust but stories, warnings, whispers, and secrets. Her mother died when she was young, and Lisette was raised by a mix of elders, each teaching her how to survive when every day felt like a battle. They taught her how to hide in plain sight, to read a man's walk like a book, and how to run without ever looking back. Zola sat at the head of the long wooden table, her eyes steady on Lisette. The flickering candlelight threw shadows against the stone walls, as memories swirled around the room, reaching for Zola's thoughts. She remembered when they first met, Lisette, young, wide-eyed, and braver than most grown men.
I ain't know if I'd make it, but I had to try. They waitin' for help. She done told me if I found dem wind chimes and de black lady with de scar on her hand, I'd be just 'bout home.
Who is this person that told you about me and this compound.
A lady with a voice like thunder and eyes that can see through lies. She called herself Mama Blue.
I'm Zola. What do they call you? Eat something and don't be scared. Mama Blue told you right. You'll be safe now.
Mama Blue, whispering to herself. Zola remembered her well. A healer and seer living in the borderlands, a place where only those desperate for safety could find refuge. Mama Blue had never spoken much unless the spirits guided her to do so. But when Zola had stumbled into her camp, half-starved and hunted, Mama Blue had seen something in her. Something Zola wasn't even sure existed within herself anymore. She healed Zola's broken ribs and taught her to listen to the whispers of the wind and the secrets carried by the trees. Lisette's voice drew Zola back to the present.
What did you find out about the plantation? We need to know what we are dealing with before we step foot on that place.
2 main roads, both watched. We counted at least a dozen men, some riding, others posted near the gates, overseers with whips, armed hands with rifles. It ain't a big plantation, maybe 20 to 30 folks in all, men, women, and children, but every one of them's holding on, waiting.
The girl's right. They're holding on, but they scared. That place ain't fit for pigs, much less folks.
Fields look like hell opened up. Men and women bent near broke, picking cotton with open sores. Blood in the dirt, no rest, no mercy. Overseer carries a whip done stripped skin off most of them.
Kids hungry, bellies, hollow eyes, eyes wide with nothing in them.
How many house niggas? Do we need to worry about them? Are they going to be a problem? 3. One beats on the others, like he trying to prove he belong. One listens, always watching, then running back to the overseer. And the last one acts like he runs the place, keeps order, but he's just the overseer's shadow. We can't take him. It's too risky. Any woman got her heart set on staying with her man, we leave her. Babies too, if that's what she chooses. We only take the ones ready to run, the ones got nothing left to lose. Plantation men might have lost the war on paper, but not in their minds. To them folks out there wasn't workers, they was property. And they'd bleed the ground dry for letting that property walk free. We ride come dawn.
Master Pete took everything I loved, my mama, my body. I am going with you to save those people, and then I'm going to burn that plantation.
Then let's show them what it means to be free. Tomorrow, we ride tomorrow, and we don't stop until we take them all back. The room shifted as the weight of her words sank in. Each woman had her own reason to fight, but together they were a force the town couldn't stop. The storm had gathered. Now they would unleash it. As the night deepened, Zola stepped outside, boots crunching over dry earth. Above her, the stars spread like a sea of light. She closed her eyes and felt them, the ones who came before, her father's strength, her mother's wisdom, the spirits of the land. They were here, as they had always been.
I see the future's looking bright. I see the fire in our eyes. So we'll rise up to the call of revolution. We will rise up. It is time to break these chains, and we will rise up to our hopes and dreams. Rise up till we all are free. Rise up, Lord, hear our plea. Rise up, we will rise. We're marching on, we're standing proud. Drown out the hate, we will sing it loud. So we'll rise up to the call of revolution. We will rise up. It is time to break these chains, and we will rise up to our hopes and dreams. Rise up till we
I've been sad, I've been lost, I've been down and out and lonely. Yeah, I've been suffering at a job in a world that tries to own me. But when I wake up every morning, there's an image of a better place. Yeah, 'cause the harder that we grind, then the sweeter is the glory. People say I'm foolish. People say I'm blinded by faith. But if I run out of air, if I crash, I don't care. I'm gonna do it my way. I can make it through this. You can throw the world in my face, but the fear gives me life, and I swear till I die, I'm gonna do it my way. Hey, gonna do it my way. Hey, gonna do it my way. So put me down, criticize me with your lies and with your parody. Yeah. In the darkness I don't hide, 'cause I got pride that gives me clarity. I still wake up in the morning with the vision of a better life. You see, the option of defeat's just not written in my story. People say I'm foolish. People say I'm blinded by faith. But if I run out of air, if I crash, I don't care. I'm gonna do it my way. I can make it through this. You can throw the world in my face, but the fear gives me life, and I swear till I die, I'm gonna do it my way. Hey, gonna do it my way. Hey, gonna do it my way. Every time they build a wall around me, I will tear it down and say I'ma live my dream. Gotta live my dream. Now even when the floods rush round to drown me, I just hold my breath and pray, let me live my dream. Every single one of my, I ain't quitting none of my dreams. People say I'm foolish. People say I'm blinded by faith. But if I run out of air, if I crash, I don't care. I'm gonna do it my way. I can make it through this. You can throw the world in my face, but the fear gives me life, and I swear till I die, I'm gonna do it my way. Let me fly through the air, if I crash, I don't care. I'm gonna do it my way. 'Cause the fear gives me life, and I swear till I die, I'm gonna do it my way.
I sure hope you enjoyed that. I know I enjoyed watching it and knowing that others were watching it with me. I'll take a few minutes and just tell you how I even came up with this story. And I'm a Western buff. I love Westerns. But the one thing that I've always felt was missing was faces that looked like ours that weren't in subservient roles. And also women that were not of all races, that were not always shown as the primary, the number one hero in the movie. And I've always struggled with the idea that we got from there to here without having any heroes or any depictions of women as heroes, and seeing people of color in these movies. A lot of times when they do the Asian community, they have them in one box, Black people in another box, Indian, Native Americans in another box, and the Hispanic population in another box. Everybody's in these boxes, and these roles that I've seen in movies for years have always fit in one of those, one stereotype or another. What I haven't seen as much over the years, and being a Western buff, a cowboy Western buff, what I haven't seen is a lot of movies with people of various races. So I think that it is time that we write and tell and document stories that depict people of color in powerful leading roles, and particularly women. Now, I have a little signature. Usually most of my books will be two-word titles. I don't think I'm ever going to write a book without at least just two words in the title, because I want them to be easy to remember and I want it to be catchy and to capture the attention of the people that we write about. Also, in my books, a lot of times you will see that I focus on ordinary people doing extraordinary things, because I believe that that is what goes on in our communities so often. I'm proud to be a writer. I'm glad that that is my skill, and I love documenting uh, fiction, but using nonfiction facts and historical people and locations and places when I write. So I like to blend the two. I wish we had something to choose between nonfiction and fiction, because a lot of things that I write are based on true, real historical facts and things that people really did, and places that really exist. The characters are a formulation of people all over, people that I know, people that I don't know, that I've seen or heard a conversation, and I've built characters, I've built parts of a character from the various things I see and the things that I experience. And the women that I've experienced, the strong women of all races that I've had the fortunate, I've been fortunate enough to been around or to learn from. And so a lot of these women are people that I work right beside every day. My own daughters, my mother, my grandmother, my mentors. There was a lady, her name is Brenda, that I grew up, and I really looked up to her, and I I weave her into many of the characters that I build or give birth to, because I often feel that I give birth to them. I don't write about a person until I know them intimately. So this is a pleasure, because I get to travel in and out of time and in and out of places all over the world, and then to try to bring them to life. And now I love technology so much, because it gives me an opportunity to do the one thing that I've always wanted to do, was to not only write it, but I see what I write in movies. I see them in blood and skin and flesh and bones, and to be able to use technology to try to bring some life to that, and to let people see not only what I'm writing, but what's inside my head, is a privilege. And it's a privilege for you to be here and to take out time out of your day to be a part of that. And I thank you very, very much. As you can see, I got 7 really powerful, tough women, and their personalities is going to evolve as we go, and you're going to understand their backstories. And I just invite you to come back next Wednesday at 7:00, and it'll be the second installment. And you have a blessed evening, and I hope to hear from you and hear what your thoughts are about these powerful women, the 7 storms that's going to take the South on in ways that aren't in history books, and female Ned Turners, if you will. So thank you again, and I will see you next Wednesday at 7. Do not forget our podcast, Hidden Voices, with Robin and I, on next Monday at 7 p.m. We'll be sending out invites for that as well in the next day or so. We thank you. Good night.
I am struggle, I am song, I am someone. In this melanin, power is grown. Yeah, I'm a warrior in my skin and bone. Every no I turn to fuel. hope